Hi, our lesson now is about cubic and sinusoidal functions. Let's start by talking about the cubic functions. For cubic functions, the general form of any cubic function is f of x equal to ax cubed plus b x squared plus cx plus d. Any normal cubic function will look this way. Let's draw our axes. If we want to draw our cubic function, this is an example of a cubic function. Continuous, and this is continuous from this side. What we know about the cubic function is we have to know the x-intercepts. I call them the roots. So we need to know the x-intercepts, which are the roots. The second thing we need to know about the cubic function is the y-intercept, where the curve crosses the y-axis. And the third thing that we can realize that we have maximum and minimum points. The maximum and minimum points. Let's have an example now. Sketch the graph of f of x equals x cubed minus 7x squared plus 4x minus 12. On your sketch, label the coordinates of the points where the curve intersects the axes and any minimum or maximum points. To sketch, first let's draw our axes. And let's draw the y-axis. Then we will use the graphical display calculator to see the shape of this function. So we go to graph and let's delete this function first. I have y equals x cubed minus 7x squared plus 4x minus 12. Let's check the V window. Let's make it standard. Exit and let's draw the function. We can't see the function well, so we have to fix the V window. Let's have it from minus 50 to 50, the x values. The y from minus 50 also to 50. And exit, and we draw our function now. This function looks this way. It is clear that I need to shrink the x values again. So I go to V window, shift V window. I make the x values from minus 10 to 10. Exit and draw. So by this, I can see my graph clearly. I can sketch it now. It has this shape. So this is the shape of my graph. I need to find the y-intercept, the coordinate of the y-intercept. I go to my graphical display calculator. I go to Shift G solve and I press on the y-intercept. So the coordinate is 0 with negative 12. The coordinate of the y-intercept is 0 with negative 12. And we need to find the coordinates of the x-intercepts, which are the roots. We start our graphical display calculator. We go to Shift G solve root. I have the root to be 6.67 with 0. So the coordinate of this root is 6.67 with 0. And let's find the maximum and the minimum points. I go to Shift G solve max for the maximum point. I find the maximum point to be 0.305 with y negative 0.4, which is close to the y-intercept. Let's find also the minimum point. I go to Shift G solve and I press minimum, having the coordinate of the minimum point to be 4.36 with the y around to be negative 44. So it's 4.4 with negative 44. So this minimum point is 4.4 with negative 44. By this, we sketched the graph. We wrote the coordinate of the y-intercept, the x-intercept, and the minimum point. It is very important to have very good skills using your graphical display calculator.